Picture this, a warm cup of tea that not only comforts you but also helps your body fight one of the most pressing health challenges today, unstable blood sugar. With diabetes and prediabetes affecting millions globally, finding natural, effective solutions is vital. In this guide, we explore 5 science-backed herbal teas that can transform your health by stabilizing glucose, boosting metabolism, and reducing reliance on medications. As a physician with decades of research, I'll share proven strategies, real patient stories, and practical tips to make these teas a game-changer in your routine. Stick with us to discover which teas hold the key to better health. You won't want to miss a single sip. 5 herbal teas support blood sugar control with unique mechanisms. A partially fermented tea reduces fasting glucose by 67 mg per deciliter in 30 days and slows carbohydrate absorption, aiding weight management. A calming herbal tea lowers A1C by 0.3% in 8 weeks, improves insulin sensitivity, and curbs post-meal spikes. A spice-based tea mimics insulin, slows carb digestion, and offers natural sweetness, with a safer variety recommended. A South American tea enhances insulin sensitivity, improves cholesterol, and provides steady energy. A leaf-based tea cuts post-meal glucose by 77 mg per deciliter and fights inflammation. Organic, high-quality teas and 1 to 3 daily cups are advised for optimal results. The diabetes epidemic and natural solutions. With 30 years as a physician, I've seen diabetes surge, affecting 537 million adults in 2021, per the International Diabetes Federation, with projections of 643 million by 2030. Uncontrolled glucose fuels heart disease, kidney failure, and neuropathy, often undetected until severe. Medications, while critical, carry costs and side effects, driving interest in natural remedies. Herbal teas, rich in polyphenol and flavonoids, offer an accessible, gentle way to support glucose regulation. My experience shows that teas, combined with lifestyle changes, can reduce medication dependency, empowering patients to build sustainable health habits. The importance of tea quality. Not all teas deliver therapeutic benefits. Low-quality teas, often laden with pesticides or artificial flavors, lack the potency of organic, loose-leaf varieties. Polyphenol and flavonoids, essential for blood sugar control, thrive in minimally processed teas. Patients in my practice who switched from cheap tea bags to premium loose-leaf saw glucose stabilization within weeks. Quality ensures both efficacy and safety. Organic teas avoid harmful additives, maximizing health benefits. Choosing high-quality teas transforms a daily cup into a powerful wellness tool. Oolong tea, a metabolic powerhouse. Oolong tea, a partially fermented Chinese tea, is a metabolic marvel, reducing fasting glucose by 67 mg per deciliter in 30 days, as studies show, due to its rich polyphenol content. These compounds slow carbohydrate absorption, preventing post-meal spikes, and enhance fat metabolism, supporting weight loss, a key factor in diabetes management. In my practice, I recommended oolong to Sarah, a 42-year-old teacher with prediabetes, who struggled with energy crashes and a fasting glucose of 118 mg per deciliter. She began drinking 2 cups of organic loose-leaf oolong daily before meals, steeped for 3 to 5 minutes. Within 2 months, her glucose dropped to 92 mg per deciliter, and she lost 7 pounds without dietary changes, boosting her confidence. Oolong's mechanism involves inhibiting alpha amylase, an enzyme that breaks down starches, thus stabilizing glucose uptake. Its fat-burning properties, driven by catechins, also reduce visceral fat, which exacerbates insulin resistance. I've seen oolong benefit patients with erratic eating habits, as it mitigates spikes from high-carb meals. For optimal results, I advise organic loose-leaf oolong, free of pesticides, and avoiding sugar. Try a pinch of cinnamon for flavor. Sarah paired oolong with a low-carb breakfast, amplifying its effects. In my 30 years, I've found oolong's dual action on glucose and weight unmatched, but consistency is key. Patients must drink it daily, ideally timed before meals, and monitor glucose to track progress. Oolong smooth, floral taste makes it easy to adopt, transforming a simple beverage into a cornerstone of metabolic health for those seeking natural diabetes solutions. Chamomile tea, the stress-busting stabilizer. Chamomile tea, far more than a bedtime drink, is a metabolic gem, lowering A1C by 0.03% in 8 weeks, per research, thanks to its flavonoids like apigenin. It reduces post-meal glucose, improves insulin sensitivity, and mitigates cortisol-driven spikes, addressing stress's role in diabetes. John, a 55-year-old accountant with type 2 diabetes, faced glucose surges averaging 140 mg per deciliter, worsened by work stress. I prescribed organic chamomile tea nightly, steeped for 5 to 7 minutes with a slice of ginger for anti-inflammatory benefits. After 3 months, his A1C fell from 8.0% to 7.5%, fasting glucose stabilized at 110 mg per deciliter, and he reported deeper sleep and less anxiety. Chamomile's calming effects are vital, as chronic stress elevates cortisol, spiking blood sugar and worsening insulin resistance. Its flavonoids inhibit glucose absorption in the gut, preventing post-meal surges, while its antioxidant properties reduce oxidative stress, a diabetes complication driver. In my career, I've seen stress derail treatment plans, but chamomile's dual metabolic and psychological benefits make it unique. For patients like John, I recommend pairing chamomile with mindfulness or yoga, which amplified his results, reducing cortisol by 15%. Organic chamomile flowers ensure purity, avoiding pesticide interference. Adding ginger or turmeric enhances anti-inflammatory effects, supporting vascular health. I've prescribed chamomile for patients with irregular schedules, as its evening use promotes restful sleep, indirectly stabilizing glucose. John's success hinged on consistency. Daily tea became a ritual, like journaling, calming his nervous system. Chamomile's gentle nature suits all ages, but patients on sedatives should consult doctors, as it may enhance drowsiness. Its accessibility and soothing flavor make it a practical, holistic tool for diabetes management, blending science and serenity. Cinnamon tea, nature's insulin ally. Cinnamon tea, brewed from Ceylon cinnamon bark, mimics insulin through procyanidins and cinnamaldehyde, enhancing glucose uptake and slowing carbohydrate digestion to prevent post-meal spikes. Its natural sweetness makes it a sugar-free alternative to sugary drinks, ideal for diabetes patients craving sweets. Maria, a 40-year-old mother with insulin resistance, suffered post-meal glucose spikes of 160 mg per deciliter, causing fatigue. I prescribed daily Ceylon cinnamon tea, 2 sticks steeped for 15 minutes with cloves for flavor. Within 6 weeks, her post-meal glucose dropped by 25 mg per deciliter, and her energy stabilized, reducing afternoon slumps. Ceylon cinnamon, low in coumarin, is safer than cassia for regular use, minimizing liver risks. Cinnamon's mechanism involves activating GLUT4 transporters, facilitating glucose entry into cells without pancreatic strain. It also inhibits alpha-glucosidase, slowing carb breakdown, which benefits patients with high-carb diets. In my clinic, cinnamon tea has curbed cravings, helping patients like Maria avoid sugary snacks. I advise post-meal consumption, paired with a low-glycemic diet, which boosted Maria's results. Her A1C fell from 7.2% to 6.8% in 4 months. Organic Ceylon cinnamon ensures purity, and simmering with cloves or ginger adds flavor and anti-inflammatory benefits. I've seen cinnamon tea benefit patients with polycystic ovary syndrome, where insulin resistance is common, highlighting its versatility. Maria's success inspired her to share tea with her family, creating a health-focused household. Patients must monitor glucose, as cinnamon may enhance hypoglycemic medications, requiring dose adjustments. Its warm, comforting taste makes daily use enjoyable, but overuse risks digestive upset, so 1 to 2 cups suffice. Cinnamon tea's blend of science, flavor, and accessibility makes it a strategic, delicious tool for diabetes care, transforming a simple sip into a metabolic game-changer. Mate tea, the South American secret. Mate tea, from yerba mate leaves, is a South American staple rich in polyphenol and saponins, enhancing insulin sensitivity, slowing glucose absorption, and improving cholesterol, as studies confirm. Its balanced caffeine profile, caffeine, theobromine, and theophylline, delivers steady energy without coffee's jitters, ideal for diabetes patients needing a boost. Carlos, a 62-year-old retiree with type 2 diabetes, faced energy crashes from coffee, with fasting glucose at 135 mg per deciliter. I recommended 2 daily cups of mate tea, brewed in a French press for 5 minutes with mint for flavor. After 2 months, his glucose dropped to 108 mg per deciliter, LDL cholesterol fell 10%, and he felt energized for daily walks, further stabilizing glucose. Mate's cardiovascular benefits are crucial, as diabetes doubles heart disease risk. Its polyphenol inhibit glucose uptake in the gut, preventing spikes, while saponins reduce inflammation, protecting against vascular damage. In my practice, Mate has energized sedentary patients, encouraging activity that enhances insulin sensitivity. Its earthy flavor satisfies those transitioning from sugary energy drinks, reducing glucose spikes. I advise moderation, 2 cups daily, to avoid caffeine-related sleep issues, especially for anxiety-prone patients. Organic Mate ensures purity, and adding lemon or honey, in trace amounts, enhances taste without compromising benefits. Carlos paired Mate with a Mediterranean diet, amplifying cholesterol improvements. I've prescribed Mate for shift workers, as its sustained energy supports erratic schedules. Patients on stimulants should consult doctors, as Mate may increase heart rate. Its global popularity reflects its efficacy, blending tradition and science. Mate's versatility, hot or cold, makes it adaptable, and its ritualistic brewing fosters mindfulness, reducing stress-driven eating. Carlos's success spread to his community, where Mate became a social health practice. Mate tea's dynamic benefits make it a powerful, vibrant addition to diabetes management, energizing body and spirit. Mulberry tea, the post-meal protector. Mulberry tea, from mulberry leaves, is a potent remedy, slashing post-meal glucose by 77 mg per deciliter, per studies, and combating inflammation with antioxidants like quercetin. Its active compound, 1-deoxynitromycin, inhibits alpha-glucosidase, slowing carb breakdown and preventing glucose surges. Lisa, a 48-year-old nurse, had post-breakfast spikes of 175 mg per deciliter despite a healthy diet, risking long-term complications. I prescribed 70 milliliters of loose-leaf mulberry tea daily, steeped for 7 to 10 minutes with bitter melon for synergy. After a month, her glucose fell to 115 mg per deciliter, and inflammatory markers dropped, lowering neuropathy risk. Mulberry's sweet, mild flavor makes it easy to adopt, unlike bitter herbal teas. In my 30 years, I've seen mulberry benefit patients with erratic eating patterns, as it mitigates spikes from carb-heavy meals. Lisa's success hinged on daily use, paired with a balanced meal plan, reducing her A1C from 7.5% to 7.0% in 3 months. Organic loose-leaf mulberry ensures high potency, and blending with cinnamon enhances glucose control. I've prescribed mulberry for patients with gestational diabetes, where post-meal control is critical, highlighting its versatility. Its antioxidants protect against oxidative stress, a driver of diabetic vascular damage, making it a long-term ally. I advise post-meal consumption, ideally 15 minutes after eating, and monitoring glucose to track progress. Lisa's colleagues adopted mulberry tea, creating a workplace health initiative. Patients on hypoglycemic drugs should consult doctors, as mulberry may enhance effects, risking low glucose. Its accessibility, available as loose leaf or tea bags, suits busy lifestyles, and its pleasant taste encourages adherence. Mulberry's robust post-meal action and anti-inflammatory benefits make it a must-have for natural glucose control, offering a simple, effective solution. A family's health transformation. In a rural clinic, I treated the Nguyen family, parents in their 50s with type 2 diabetes and 3 adult children with prediabetes. Facing rising A1C levels, they embraced a tailored tea regimen: oolong for the father, chamomile for the mother, cinnamon for one son, mate for another, and mulberry for the daughter. Each drank 2 cups daily. After 4 months, the father's A1C fell from 7.9% to 7.2%, the mother's insulin sensitivity improved, and the children's glucose normalized. Family tea sessions fostered accountability, turning a habit into a shared health journey, proving personalized natural strategies can heal communities. Many believe teas are instant fixes, but results require 4 to 8 weeks of consistent use. Another myth is universal safety: mate's caffeine can trigger anxiety, and cinnamon may interact with blood thinners. Overconsumption risks nausea. I recommend 1 to 3 cups daily and medical consultation for medicated patients. Educating patients on organic teas, proper timing, and glucose monitoring prevents misuse, ensuring teas enhance health safely and effectively. Practical tips for tea integration. Choose organic loose-leaf teas for potency and time consumption strategically: oolong and mulberry before meals, chamomile in the evening. Experiment with flavors, like cloves in cinnamon tea or lemon in mate. Track glucose with a monitor: one patient saw a 12% drop after 6 weeks of mulberry tea. Make tea a daily ritual, like meditation, to ensure consistency. These steps, drawn from years of patient guidance, make teas seamless, powerful health habits. Teas excel within a broader health plan. Pairing chamomile with yoga reduced cortisol by 15% in patients, enhancing glucose control. Oolong complements low-carb diets, accelerating weight loss. Teas aren't medical substitutes. Patients relying solely on teas risk A1C rises from poor diet. My integrative approach combines teas with exercise, nutrition, and medication, creating synergy for optimal outcomes. Teas teach that small, consistent habits drive change. Quality and personalization, choosing premium teas tailored to needs, are essential. Patience is key, as benefits unfold gradually. Integration with lifestyle changes amplifies impact. In my career, teas have empowered patients, but only with discipline. These principles: consistency, quality, customization, patience, guide all health practices, offering a blueprint for lasting wellness. Your journey begins now. Herbal teas are science-backed allies for blood sugar control, stabilizing glucose and easing stress. Stories of Sarah, John, Maria, Carlos, Lisa, and the Nguyen family show their potential. Start with 1 tea, prioritize quality, and drink daily. Combine with diet, exercise, and medical guidance for maximum impact. Your health journey begins with a single cup: embrace it, stay committed, and thrive.